Hello, welcome. This is Tracy with Sweet Spot E-Magazine. Of course, I'd like to start by thanking the subscribers, thanking those that comment, thanking the views, thanking the shares, thanking the likes, thanking everyone. I greatly, truly appreciate each and every one of you. Please continue to interact with me. I love that. I really do. I'm just going to jump right in. So I just kind of feel like they're ready. I feel like they're ready to jump in with both feet. It's like they're throwing fear and caution to the wind because in their heart space, in their heart chakra, in their crown chakra, in their third eye chakra, in their solar plexus chakra, they they feel they know that this is the right way to go. Bottom of the deck, Knight. Be brave and honest. You have to be brave and honest, especially if you're making a life-changing decision, if you're making a decision that you've not made before, that you don't know how it's going to end up. You just know that that is the way to go. It's scary. It's scary as hell. It's like you just picking up, leaving, going from one state to another. Traveler, you're ready to make this journey, whether this is a physical journey from one place to another, from one state to another, from one country to another, from one city to another, or from one home to another, or from one way of thinking, feeling, processing to another. You're ready to make that move. You're ready to start that journey. At the bottom we have Direction Guardian. You've already chosen your path. And you're relying on your ancestors to guide the way. And they are. Right now, your ancestors are so happy. They are so proud. Their chests are out so much. Everyone is rejoicing because they can tell that you are headed in the right direction, that you have decided, you have made that hard decision, you have made the choice to be a part of your own resurrection. Hermit, it's time for you to retreat from what you used to know so that you can recharge to a time before that of what you already deep down inside of you know. That's the power that you hold within. That's you. That's you before the toxicity started outweighing the positivity. You need to go back to that space that you've been holding for a long, long time. You need to find that space within yourself, within your heart, and once again, within your mind. Go back to that space. Find it. It's happy there. It's safe. It's complete. Go back to that space. Find it. Find that little kid there. It's almost like so you can re-meet. Because that little kid, it's like that little light, that little guiding light within you. It's like that little kid knows the way actually and wants to hold your hand and guide you. It's funny how we think that the little kids we have to protect, but actuality, it's the little kids that are actually guiding us and correcting us and keeping us in check. So we have to go back to that little kid, the little one inside. For me, it was that little girl, the little girl that was almost like she wanted to always hide. I had to find her. And when I did, you know what I found? This little girl inside of me, which I expected to be frowning, actually had that frown upside down because she was laughing and she was giggling and she was hiding and she was playing with me, dipping and dodging and playing hide and seek. And she had me so tired trying to keep up with her the first time. And I thought it was just me. But the next time I saw her, and the next time I saw her, and the next time I saw her, and every time after that, it was like trying to keep up with her, trying to find out where she's going, trying to see what she's seeing, trying to remember everything that she remembered. Until I got back. And then when I got back and remembered everything that that little girl had taught me again, it was like I was able to release those burdens, those guilts from everyone else, because this was just like everyone else's sin. This wasn't even my shit. This wasn't even mine. I mean, I wasn't even in the room back then. But somehow it was that little girl that was deep within myself that my toxic family just really couldn't stand. My mother told me that I was such a little girl that had so much energy. Duh. I'm a little girl. I'm innocent. I'm feeling like a hummingbird or more, even like a dove. I mean, I'm free. I'm light. I want to explore. I want to learn. I want to see everything there is to see. But she wanted to keep me downtrodden. She wanted to keep me beat down. She wanted to keep me as low as I could be. But I forgive her and I pray for her and I ask that she be free. from any guilt, any shame, any remorse, any regrets for anything that she was afraid to let me be. Because now I understand it as an adult with wisdom, with age and maturity, that it wasn't necessarily me personally that she wanted to attack. It was my pure, childlike energy. Bottom of the deck, we have Animal Guardian. Trust your instincts. You always have to trust your instincts with everything. And as I was picking up the deck, all of them came up except for this one, which this one is of significance. There's a guardian angel around you. There's a guardian angel that's so close to you, that sleeps with you, that walks with you, that talks with you, that coddles you, and wants you to know that you are never, ever, ever alone. So the bottom of the deck, let's see. We have the Eight of Cups. I told you that somebody's ready to jump in with both feet. They're ready. They're no longer scared. They're no longer afraid. And it's like all of a sudden, boom, in the upright, clarity. With the sun. First card out. Clarity. They see everything. Clear as a bell. It couldn't be any more clear without it actually being blinding. Everything is seen. And guess what else? Guess what else they found? They found their light. They found their key. They found their way. That's why they're not afraid to be free. They were able to unlock, unwind, and undo all of that toxic energy that was thrown on them by some unsuspecting food. What else, Spirit? Show me what else. Tell me what else. I want to see it all. I want to uncover everything. I feel like there's a blessing, and I feel like there's a song coming for this person. This person was able to get rid of everything. I feel like this person just said, boom, no more. I'm done. I don't have to carry this bullshit. This is not mine. This is yours. With one burst of energy, with one strike of the chord, this person struck down everything that they felt was holding them back and knocked it to the motherfucking floor. everything. Everything. They returned everything to send to read everything. They returned everything to sender. Times 10, times 20, times 30, times 40. They returned it all. Every day they woke up, the first thing they said was, whatever anyone sent my way that was there to harm me, I returned to sender tenfold. And then they sat back and they watched as these people started folding, as their shit started going, crumbling. People started turning their back on them because they returned that energy. They said, no. I'll return it right back to you. They made a decision to fight fire with fire, not going to no knife fight with a sweet offer. Wanting to always be the one to, can't we all just get along? Not knowing that there was always some shit in the game. Always some shit in the game. This person wasn't working alone. He was part of a coven, part of a group. We got the Knave of Cups and the Ace of Swords. We got the Two of Wands, the Four of Cups. We got the Six of Swords, the Five of Wands, and the Ace of Cups. The Knave of Cups and the Ace of Swords, it's like this person, they finally decided that they needed to not see things for what they wanted it to be, but to see it as their truth. They finally understood that next step, that next communication to get things right was going to have to come from them. There was going to have to be some truths that were spoken so that they can move themselves forward. So they had to make a decision. They had to think long and hard. What was going to keep them stuck and what was going to let them be free. They had to remember that a fool will keep what they need to lose and lose what they should keep. And they had to think about that. And they had to make the decision that it was time for them to remove themselves for their own peace of mind, for their own spiritual health, for their own awakening, for their own ascension, for their own wheel of fortune to go forward. It was time for them to lose whatever thoughts, whatever people, whatever places that they were trying to be around that were the cause of this chaos, the cause of this disruption, the cause of these tower moments, the cause of this karma. And they had to go towards a much, much more loving space. They had to make a decision that they needed to start all over again. Someone is moving in a new direction. Someone is just getting up and leaving. Someone is going towards the light. We have the King of Coins. And it could be this King of Coins is looking at somebody or investigating somebody or trying to understand something or trying to figure out something. What about this King of Coins? What about this King of Coins, Spirit? Show me. This King of Coins is not talking about something. Something that has to do with this Empress. This King of Coins is looking at this Empress. They're not saying something. It's like they know. They feel like this Empress knows. They feel like this Empress knows exactly what they were doing. The Queen of Swords. Because apparently this Queen of Swords has been talking about it. Has been bringing it to the light. Has been saying it like it is. Everybody, like it is. Which is what caused this person to say, hold up. Wait a minute. Let me put some funkin' in it. What the Sam hell is going on here? What the Sam hell is going on? That's what caused somebody to say, you know what? I'm going to tell you one thing. I'm going to tell you two things. One thing for certain, two things for sure. I'm not this motherfucker because I'm out this motherfucker dope. I'm about to dip and switch and turn around and kick. But this King of Coins, whew, she would shut the fuck up. He like, damn, I wish her ass would shut the fuck up. She blowing up all my shit. I had all my shit right. She blowing up all my shit. She even talking about my side relationships. She talking about shit that I done did, shit that I ain't even planned, shit that I ain't even put into motion yet. She talking about the storage unit. She talking about the secret tickets. She talking about the this. She talking about the bank account. She talking about the extra savings account. She talking about the this, how I done got this and how I got their information and how I'm keeping track of their shit online and how they need to change all their motherfucking passwords and everything else. And they need to blah, 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 blah. She talking about all that shit. And I can't sleep because of it. Because she fucking up my shit. I wish this Queen of Swords would shut the flying bleep fuck up. Because it's causing somebody to move ahead quickly. It's causing somebody to leave the scene. And it's giving somebody a motherfucking victory. They thought The devil thoughts. The devil thought long and the devil thought wrong. The devil thought that they had somebody trapped. They thought that they had somebody trapped because they felt that this person felt like they couldn't go nowhere else. This person thought they was so slick that they was gonna say, you know what? Listen here. I'm the dad, you know. I'm just talking all this. I'm creating all this bullshit. This shit ain't even for real. But I'm creating all this bullshit and I want you to believe all this shit. Cause I'm the one that's, you know, I'm the best one for you. I ain't gonna leave you. I ain't gonna forsake you. But really, I'm leaving you out in the cold because I'm really, really fucking you up. That's why that King of Coins is upset with the Queen of Swords. Because she ain't shut up yet. She even talking about the home. She talking about the King of Coins home life. How he trying to throw some energy around the home. Look, you see, look at this. Oh, look at that. Okay, trying to install stuff around the home. Trying to drag his feet, saying, yeah, I'm gonna do this, but ain't doing shit. Somebody saw that. Somebody saw how somebody was not truly giving and receiving. How somebody else was the star. And that's whenever they decided it's time for me to bump up out of here. It's time for me to leave. It's time for me to retreat, get myself together, do some healing, reflect, recharge, and then regroup. Spirit says, listen, it's time for you to recognize as well that people come with a whole lot of tricks. It's not just sleight of hand, it's sleight of the forked tongue. It's something that they could be putting in your drink. It's something that they could be putting in your food. It's whatever that they want to do. It's them trying to control you, them trying to constantly beat you down. If you're always the one that compromises and they're always the one that throws a fit, you need to leave. But Spirit has saved somebody. Spirit has thrown someone that golden lasso of a rope and said, hold on, baby. Because I'm pulling you and this ain't no motherfucking joke. Someone is the light. Someone is that guiding light. Someone is that guiding light on that high hill above. What do they call those towers that in the ocean that, you know, people that go up there, they stay up there for like a month until they go fucking go crazy just trying to see if there's any ships about to hit or some shit. The job that I could never do. But you help. Instead of me trying to worry about what that thing is called, chat. It'd be 2 o'clock in the morning. I had to start my recording and be like, I remember what it's called. It's called this. But you help people. You're the light. You help people to get over, to get past, to close cycles, to get off of the merry-go-round. Because someone has helped you. someone has helped you because someone else was helped. And so you are the light now. And now you have to help someone else. Anything else from this deck? This Empress. This Empress is someone that has helped this person to get off of this wheel. And now this person is ready to take a step, take a leap of faith in the right direction, knowing that they are not ever alone. Bottom of the deck. Can't make this shit up if you want to. The wheel. Lessons learned. Times are different. Mindsets are different. The world looks different. Everything seems different. Our hearts are different. Because we've completed so many cycles. We've closed so many doors that needed to be closed. We've allowed ourselves to see the value, the worthy in us. We've allowed ourselves to be so forgiving, so kind, so loving, so generous, so non-judgmental for ourselves, of ourselves, about ourselves, concerning ourselves, which has helped us to be able to see ourselves clearer, better, easier, and more loving, which has helped us to be able to understand more about ourselves, because we're not afraid to look. We're not afraid to see those parts. We're not afraid to acknowledge the parts that we still need to work on. We understand that we are a work in progress and not every day is going to be the best day. We understand that there are still certain decisions that we have yet to make. Certain people that we have yet to leave. Certain contracts that we have yet to break. And certain allegiances that we have yet to discommunicate. But we know we are going to make the right decision because we understand what karma is now. We understand the value of looking at everything, not just with our eyes, but with our hearts, with our mind, with our soul, with our spirit, and more importantly, to look at everything using our time. Not make a rash decision. Something that could just blow our mind. We've come a long way, baby. We had to go deep within, and we had to leave a whole bunch of shit behind. But you know what? I want you to stand up right now. Wherever you're at, stand up. Give yourself a hand, jump up and down, and pat yourself on the back because you have come such a long way, baby. And you are determined not to go back. Now you have the tools. Now you know what it takes. Now you've had the time to even remember your own mistakes and be so thankful for the mistakes that you made and the lessons that you learned. And how it's humbled you and guided you and told you to certain places, to certain memories, to certain people that it is okay or it is not okay to return. You have clarity. You have happiness. You have that inner joy. You have it all because you finally looked at everything honestly. You talked to yourself honestly. You listened to yourself honestly. You took your own advice honestly. And you stopped acting like a little girl or a little boy. And you understood that my happiness is my responsibility, and I am not a victim, I'm a victor. So it's my choice if I stay sitting here on this couch or if I get up and walk out that door. You just didn't realize when you prayed how protected you were. But you felt all of a sudden every time you prayed, it's almost like you had some extra amount of strength, amount of courage, amount of vindication, amount of determination inside. Because looking at everything, for as long as you tried, as long as you wished, as long as you wanted, everything that you tried to build, it didn't work. It just didn't jive. And so finally you had to realize, you know what? Maybe it's not this idea. Maybe it's not that idea. Maybe it's not this one or that. Maybe it's the person that I got standing behind me, trying to stab me in my back. Maybe it's this person that I need to get away from. It's this person that I need to leave. Because somehow I'm trapped in something, even though I'm trying to build it. I'm finding myself trapped, and it's not taking leave. So finally somebody got up the strength. They got up the gumption. They got up the go to get up this morning, look at something, look at somebody, look at some place, and just finally say no. I deserve more. I deserve more because I give so much of myself that I'm not even going to give this person another opportunity to act like I'm some type of toy and put me back up on a shelf. Because this is something that this person has done time and time and time again. Just when you start waking up, this person recognizes it, and then they go out and do something nice and reel you right back in. It's this King of Wands, this one who thinks that they got you tied around their finger. The one who thinks that they doing something for you while you're the one that's probably going out, bringing home the bacon, keeping the house clean, making sure everything is shaken. And he's probably been doing that for a long time. In fact, since probably day one. But this one wants to act like they running stuff. Like they the king of the house. Like they the Top Gun. But I don't think they're feeling like they're Top Gun anymore. I feel like their toast is, their shit is toast. Because I feel like this person is finally woken up to what they actually deserve the most. And they're looking at that King of Wands and how that King of Wands only thinks of himself. And how that King of Wands will turn his back on this Queen of Pentacles and put her up back on the shelf. Because he thinks he got it like that. He thinks he is just that cool. He thinks his shit just don't stink. He thinks that maybe because they have some type of commitment contract or something that made her sign her name in some type of ink. But that ain't it. That shit's about to crumble. God's about to set that shit to the side. Because this person has made a decision that they get ready to get rid of this toxic energy before it just makes them feel like they just dying. Because they recognize it's that toxic energy that's keeping them stuck, keeping them down, keeping them oppressed, keeping them depressed, keeping them confused, keeping them unaware and always giving and not getting back anything in return and feeling used. Somebody started doing some homework. Somebody started taking some lessons, getting some classes. And they came across the truth of how to take care of your own ass. And not to worry about nobody else. And let them do their own thing. Because either they on top of the world or they at the bottom of the world. But that's because of the energy that they bring. What else, Spirit? What else? Yeah. The Sun, the Nine of Swords, and the Knight of Pentacles. Someone is noticing how they've been stressed out for such a long time. They're really recognizing now that they've decided to get away, now that they've gotten away, now that they've made that move, now that they have separated themselves and they're able to calm themselves and relax while they are in that hermit energy as they are doing that recharge, they are realizing how stressed they have been for a long ass time. They understand how this Queen of Wands has kept them on this wheel, this hamster wheel, for so long. They're thinking of how many years how many times, how many different ways. They're thinking of how many chances they gave, how many apologies they accepted. How many times did they allow themselves to be affected? What else, Spirit? Five of Pentacles and the Temperance. Someone is in a healing place right now. Someone's guardian angel is with them right now. And they want you to know you are not alone. You might feel alone. You may look around the room and not see anyone in the room but you. But your guardian angel wants you to know you are not alone. And that's for someone. Someone has a decision that they need to make. About which new beginning they need to take. Someone has a decision that they need to make that they've been putting off. I feel like they've been putting it off because they've been stubborn on the inside, because they feel like this is how I want to do it. This is who I want to represent myself to be. This is how I want to do it, and this is how I'm going to do it. But Spirit says this person needs to take another look. There's another way. There's another way. Because the way that you're going now, it's too much chaos. It's too much competition. It's too cutthroat. There's another way. Something that's going to lead you to more stability. All right. So now I'm just going to grab some from this stack. But that message that somebody, there's another way, that was specific for someone. I felt like that was specific for someone. So if someone didn't have a decision to make, that's where I think that's where it started. That was a specific message. All right, let's see what Spirit has for us from this, if anything. But yeah, someone, they're traveling in a new direction. They made a decision. I said, no more. I'm done. I've had my fill. There's a new sheriff in town. They decided that I'm going elsewhere. I'm out of here. You know? No more. They solved a big problem. They solved one of the hardest problems. Look at that problem in the red. Can you figure that shit out? I know I can. They solved the biggest problem in their life when they decided, I'm just dropping everything. I'm not being responsible for anything. I'm not holding on to anything, especially if this stuff wasn't theirs. They had to hold on to nothing. Live the spirit of the 1970s flower child. Be carefree. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Somebody is having a new beginning. I'm telling you. And then, because something seemed fishy. Something was off. Something was suspect. You know? Something was suspect. Anything else, Spirit? Anything else? So somebody, yes. Thank you, Spirit. Somebody is a phenomenal person. All right? And this phenomenal person just needs to remember that you've learned so much on this journey. If it's not yours, leave it. You owe no one anything. You only owe yourself peace, joy, happiness, and total surrender to know that there's no fears. There's only faith. Because when we totally surrender, we allow God to perform these wonderful, magical things for us. We give it to Him. And like they say, He works it out. I'm living testimony. He works it out. Someone has made that decision. They're finally allowing themselves to be free. So welcome them. Welcome them with open arms. Hug them. And hug them for me.